Fossils are remains of organisms which died millions of years ago and they were buried in mud or any other such environment where their bodies did not decompose. Such remains of the organism, such as their entire body parts or some parts of the body or even their impressions in the rocks or mud or any other medium, form the fossils. Now these fossils, how we know that how old they are. So they are, let us start 100 million years ago. Some invertebrates, let us see how they are formed. Some 100 million years ago, some invertebrate died in the seabed and they were gradually covered by the sand, layers of sand, one by another. They were covered by the layers of sand, and these layers later formed the sandstones, and these organisms were entrapped in them. Then we can see that millions of years later, the dinosaurs were also trapped in the mud, and their dead bodies were buried in the mud, and they also became fossils, and they were above this layer of invertebrates. This layer was. Then millions of years later, this horse-like organism also died and was entrapped in the rocks, and thus the rocks contain the fossil of this horse. Now when this was above this layer of the dinosaurs, and then when these rocks are washed away by water and all, they expose these fossils which are entrapped, which the organism which were entrapped in it. So what we see that this the lowest most level of the strata of earth contains invertebrate layer. Then these are the organisms which were first formed on the earth. Then we find dinosaurs layer and the horse-like organism were above them. So the deepest layers of earth contain the earliest fossil, then more advanced, and like this. And the uppermost layer of earth contain the most recent fossil. The fossils of man is the most recent and found in the uppermost layer of earth strata. What do these fossils tell us? That how evolution has taken place from very simple organism to most complex organism, that is man.